2K21 rebuild in this year. For this video, we're gonna do the Boston Celtics. Reports just came out today. Danny Ainge is taking responsibility for the team being 14-14 right now, and this team does have a lot of talent. So for them to be 14-14 is pretty bad. I think some of the biggest issues with Boston is their size. They don't have any true big man or presence in the paint, so that's one thing they should look to change. So I got some ideas of how to fix the rebuild for Boston, and we're gonna get into that now. So one thing they definitely should do is look at getting a center. Daniel Tice is decent, but he's not a force in the middle that causes havoc, rim protection, and that's what the Celtics need. So one guy that is available is Andre Drummond, which would make sense for the Celtics to get him. So we're gonna try to do an Andre Drummond trade. Now Boston does have a $26 million trade exception, which isn't up here right now, so I'm gonna have to use it myself. So wow, they want Jaylen Brown and Kemba Walker. I don't think I'm gonna do any one of those. So let's see if we can make our own trade for Andre Drummond. On a 1-year contract, so he will be a free agent. Now this guy, Javonte Green, I switched his contract to use for the trade exception, so we're gonna put him in there. And I would think you getting Andre Drummond, it'd be good to get rid of Daniel Tice. He's unrestricted. They're not gonna re-sign him, I don't think. So let's move him as well. And first round pick and see what we can do with that. That seems like a fair trade. Matter of fact, let's try a second round pick, see what they do. Okay, they didn't like that one. Get my first round pick, and there you go. So now you got Andre Drummond on the Celtics. Big man, can defend, rebound, block shots. And another thing I think the Celtics need is Kemba Walker to stay healthy, but if he can't, I think they should move him. I think his values went down a little bit because of the season he's having, but you could get another point guard for Kemba Walker. Not even necessarily a scoring point guard, maybe a defender, or not even a starting point guard. If you can flip him and get maybe a stretch 4 and a combo guard, that'll be nice too, because Marcus Smart can be your starting point guard. So we're gonna see what we can get for Kemba. Hey, Malcolm Brogdon, Doug McDermott. I don't think the Pacers would really do that trade, but D'Angelo Russell. I actually like that Malcolm Brogdon trade. So we get Malcolm Brogdon and Doug McDermott. Let's fill some needs. Brogdon could be your starting point. McDermott your stretch 4. And now you got a defender in Brogdon. That makes the starting 5 better, I believe. So looking at the lineup now, you got Malcolm Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Doug McDermott, Andre Drummond, Marcus Smart, Rob Thompson, Jeff Teague. They got a lot of young guys, but they're not really doing anything. They're not developing how they need to be. So probably be smart to send some of those guys to the G League. Definitely Taco Falls, Romeo Langford, Carson Edwards, Neesmith as well. He needs to go to the G League. He can develop. Alright, We're gonna redo this rotation, and then we're gonna send the first season. They probably don't need to run, but maybe 9 players. Actually, I'm gonna try to get another stretch forward to come off the bench if I can get one. Let's see. We're gonna offer up. I like Pritchard. He is pretty decent. We're gonna see what we can get from Jeff T and Grant Williams. So we can get a stretch four out of those two guys. Frank Kaminsky wasn't bad. Finney Smith. Bielitsa actually, he's not having a good year this year though. I'm gonna go for the Frank Kaminsky. Oh, they want a future first round pick for Frank Kaminsky. What about some seconds? 2 second round picks. 3 second round picks, that's fine. So now you got Frank Kaminsky on the team as well. We'll plug him in. Run a 9-man rotation. Tristan Thompson. Marcus Smart. Get some big minutes out of our starters. Alright, so this is the rotation. I like that rotation. It's pretty good rotation. Bill McDermott. Change some of these tendencies on the players. Jason Tatum shot tendency needs to get a little higher. Jaylen Brown definitely. Michael Brogdon. Marcus Smart. Alright. Alright guys, we're gonna simulate the first season. See what happens. I forgot to take off injuries. I hate when I do that.
None of the water was falling, Daddy. Look.
So, they've been talking about the All-Star game this year. It's going to be in Atlanta on March 7th. What you guys' thoughts about that? They want to have a dunk contest at halftime and then a 3-point shootout and a skills competition before the game. I don't know how they can do all that on one night. Maybe they can, but it's going to be a long show. As far as the dunk contest, I would try to get Zion and Ja Morant in there if I could. Those are the guys I was shooting for, but pretty sure Derrick Jones Jr. would be back. There's some young guys that got some bunnies. Anthony Edwards, he'd be a good one. Obi Toppin, he got some bunnies. Most of the time, the dunk contest, a lot of young guys, so maybe 1 or 2 year players. We'll just have to see what happens with that one. As far as skill competition, I've been hearing LaMelo Ball is going to be in it, so they trying to get the ratings up with that one. But LaMelo is having a hell of a rookie year. He's doing a lot better than what people expected. I'm not surprised, but a lot of people are surprised by what he's been doing so far this season. Also, Charlotte's a playoff team right now, so he's leading in all statistics for rookies, points, rebounds, assists, and steals. So that's pretty impressive. Wiseman was playing decent till he got hurt. He's been out for several weeks now, so if he comes back, we'll have to see what he does moving forward. Anthony Edwards just being solid. He's going through a little learning curve. I think the main reason of that is the roster he's on. Minnesota's a lot of young players, and then you got some veterans there like Rubio, but that's about it. And then Towns has missed half the season. Now D'Angelo Russell's hurt, so they've been up and down. And I think Minnesota's tanking anyway because they traded their first round pick this year to Golden State, and it's top 3 protected. So if they don't finish in the top 3 in the lottery, that pick goes to the Warriors from that D'Angelo Russell trade. So the Warriors, once again, look like they finessed a team out of some assets. So they've been good at doing that. But I will give it up to Steph. He's having a hell of a year. Despite not having Clay, he's facing a lot of double teams, and he's been able to still average about 29 points a game. So the man can shoot. I say that. Y'all know I'm an Atlanta fan. I'm a little disappointed in my team right now. We should be better than what we are. I don't want to blame the coach for it, but we should be better. Okay, the season's over. We finished 54-28. Joel Embiid, MVP. My God, son. 32-12. LaMelo, Rookie of the Year. Spencer Dinwiddie, 6-man. Giannis, Defensive Player. Chris Boucher, Most Improved. Steve Nash, Coach of the Year. Did I have any All-NBA players? Jason Tatum made it. All right. And we finished with the second best record behind Brooklyn. So, looking at the standings, we're 54-28. Brooklyn was 62-20. Philly was 52-30. Milwaukee was 49-33. Wizards were 46-36. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Miami 46-36. Toronto 45-37. And Atlanta 40-32. Looking at the West, Golden State made the playoffs. Portland did not. Wow. Dallas made it. Phoenix, Denver, Clippers, New Orleans, and the Jazz, and the Lakers. So, let's look at the stats for the season. Looks like it paid off making those changes we made. Jason Tatum was averaging 27. Jaylen Brown 25. Malcolm Brogdon 18. That's really a big 3 if you ask me. Andre Drummond was 12-12. Didn't really expect him to score. He was just there for the rebound, like I said, and the block shot. So he did his job on that end. Bill McDermott 10 a game. That ain't bad. Kaminsky 9. Marcus Smart 7. Tristan Thompson 5. Pruitt 4. All right, guys. We got Toronto in the first round, so that should be fun. Let's see what happens. Up 2-0, 3-0. Sweep Toronto, move on to the second round where we'll play Philadelphia. Brooklyn beat Atlanta, Milwaukee beat Washington, Lakers beat Golden State, Clippers beat Denver, Utah won, and New Orleans won. So all the top seeds won the first round. All right. Looking at the playoff stats so far. Tatum stepped his game up in the playoffs. Andre Drummond. Okay, Drummond. 28 for Jaylen Brown. Wow. And we lost to Philly, guys. Milwaukee beat Brooklyn. Wow. The Clippers beat the Lakers. Well, that happens sometimes. The Jazz and the Sixers. Philly should win the championship, I'm hoping. They did. All right. Embiid 33 and 50. My goodness, that boy was balling. All right. Lost in the semifinals to